So here's the first few questions for your Unit 3, I'm not good with numbers, Unit 3 test review. And first you have to express each fraction as a decimal, round to one decimal place. So first off, your question was 5/25. And the way you do this is take your calculator, divide the numerator by the denominator, so you put in 5 divided by 25, and you get an answer of 0.2. And so you don't need to round it because it's exactly 0.2. Next question, 2/9. Again, divide the numerator by the denominator, so 2 divided by 9 comes out to be 0.2 repeating, and so you round to one decimal place. So we look at the number after the first decimal place, which is a 2. It's 2, so that means we round down to approximately 0.2, and this means approximately. And so the next question, 7 divided by 11, we again take 7, divide it by 11 on your calculator, and that comes out to be 0.636, and there's a bunch of other numbers as well, but we're going to look at the number after this first 6 here, and it's a 3, so once again we round down, so the answer is approximately 0.6. So next question, change to improper fractions, and so what we have to do is multiply the whole number by the denominator and then add that to the numerator. So what we're going to do is go 4 times 9 plus 5 over 9. And so that works out to be, and remember we got to follow order of operations, so we got to do our 4 times 9 is 36. And then we add the 36 and the 5, and so it comes out to be 41/9, and that's our improper fraction. Next question, we have to change 1 and 2/14 to an improper fraction. So once again, we multiply our whole number by the denominator, so 1 times 14, and then we add the numerator, so it's 1 times 14 plus 2, which is equal over 14, which is equal to 14 plus 2 over 14. Add the two numbers in the numerator, and we get 16/14. And what we have to do here is reduce this, and we could have reduced up here as well, but we end up with 8/7. Next question, we have 7 and 2/7. Again, we're going to multiply the whole number by the denominator, so 7 times 7 plus 2, add the numerator, over 7. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 2 is 51/7. Next question, we have to change to mixed numbers, and here we have to figure out how many times 5 goes into 17 to result in a whole number. And so 15 divided by 5 is comes out to be a whole number, so we're breaking this up into 15/5 plus 2/5. And the reason we take out the 15 is because 15 divided by 5 is 3, and then we just have our 2/5 from up here. So 5 goes into 17 3 times with 2 left over, and we keep the denominator. Next question, 25/11. Well, 22/11 plus 3/11 is the same thing. The reason we take out 22 is because 22/11 is 2. 22 divided by 11 is 2, and we have our 3/11. So 11 goes into 25 2 times with 3 left over, and keep the denominator. Next question, 14/3. Well, 3 goes into 12 evenly, and that leaves 2 left over. Remember, we just add these to get the 14. And so next we have to go 12 divided by 3 is 4, and we're left with our 2/3. So in other words, 3 goes into 14 4 times with 2 left over, and keep the denominator. Add or subtract. Now, whenever you add or subtract, you need a common denominator. In the first example, we already have a common denominator, so all we have to do is add the numerators and keep the denominator. So 3 plus 4 is 3 plus 1 is 4 over 5 is 4/5. Next, we have as our denominator is 7 and 14, so we have to express this as our lowest common denominator. So the lowest common denominator is going to be 14, so that means we have to multiply the first fraction, 2 over 7, by 2 top and bottom. And when you do this, you end up with 2 times 2 is 4, and 7 times 2 is 14. Now we have common denominators. We haven't touched the second fraction. So we subtract the numerators and keep the denominator. So the answer then is 2 over 14. The last question in this, I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this question. First, if you're going to find a common denominator, well, you're going to have to it's going to be 9, so we have to multiply top and bottom by 3. So 7 times 3 over 3 times 3. And so when we do this, 7 times 3 is 21 over 9. So now we have our common denominator. We haven't touched the second fraction. And we add the numerators and keep the denominator. So 21 plus 3 is 24 over 9. 3 goes into both 24 and 9, so that comes out to be 8 over 3. And another way we could have done this exact same questions, if you had been observing in the original question, 3 over 9 reduces to 1/3. So now we have a common denominator, and so once again you just add the numerators and keep the denominators, so it's 8 over 3. So that would have been the easier way to have done it.